on today's episode, I'm going to be checking out some Jeff Beck. Considered one of the best guitar players of all time. Sadly passed away now, but still remembered, and I think he always will be because some of the guitar techniques this man had was insane. Now, I'm a guitar player myself, so of course I know about Jeff Beck, but if I'm brutally honest, I don't know what made Jeff Beck get known in the first place. Was he in a band? Was he a backing? Was he a guitar player in a band and then maybe went his own way? I don't know. I don't know much. Does he sing? Again, all these questions I actually don't know, so I think the best thing to do before we get into today's video is maybe do a bit of research on Jeff Beck, because like I say on my channel in general, I've been living under a rock, guys. Like, when I first picked up a guitar, I limited myself. I heard these Guns N' Roses and AC/DC, and that was it. Up until now, last year, I thought it's time to grow. You know, try and make my songwriting as good as it can be, and there's only one way of that happening, and it's finding different musicians, and we've been doing that. And I think Jeff Beck will be a good stone in the pond of stepping stones. Now, somebody has requested Goodbye Pork Pie and Brush with the Blues. When I say somebody, Norma, you know who you are. Thank you very much for your kind request. If you guys want to request a song of your choice, you know what to do. Links in the description. But like I say, before we do watch that, I just want to quickly search Jeff Beck and see what and who he was, like where he began. Let's get it up. Let's get his wiki up, shall we? Jeffrey Beck was an English guitarist. He rose to prominence as a member of the rock band The Yard... Oh. Hold on a sec. Wait a minute. If I'm not mistaken, isn't Jimmy Page from the Yardbirds and Eric Clapton? Let's have a look. The Yardbirds afterwards founded by... He founded in front of the Jeff Beck group. Wait a sec. I can't just skip this. The band started careers of three rock's most famous guitarists: Eric Clapton, Jeff Beck, Jimmy Page. What the hell? A trio of absolute geniuses. So Eric Clapton from 63 to 65. Jeez, that's years ago. Then Jeff Beck joined. I'm assuming Eric left, right? And then Jimmy Page joined. And I'm guessing Jeff Beck left. All whom ranked in the top 5 Rolling Stones greatest guitarist. That is absolutely mental. That is... Wait, Jimmy Page is there. Doesn't look like it. Jeff Beck's on the left. That itself is mental. That is absolute... I've never even thought about that, but how is Jeff Beck going to be stood next to Jimmy Page, and who's doing the solos? Anyway, let's go back. So then he formed the group, Jeff Beck Group, Beck, Boggart and Price. In 75 he switched to an instrumental style which focused on innovative sound, and his releases span genres, styles ranging from the blues rock, hard rock, jazz fusion and a blend of guitar rock and electronica. Okay. So his main work was this, I'm assuming. You know what, screw this. What was Jeff Beck's main work? Yardbirds, Jeff Beck Group. So it's the Jeff Beck Group where he basically went huge. He formed his influential band with Rod Stewart, pioneering heavy blues. No way. I'm learning different things every day here. Okay. That should be enough for now, but I've still got many questions. But without further ado, guys, let's check out the main performance by the man. Pork pie. Such an English term. English people love pork pies. They're well nice. However, you can get some pork pies where it's got a bit too much jelly, and if you know, you know. And it's like, you have to get your pork pies from specific places, I'll be honest. But without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into this. First of all, let's get this volumes right. I know that riff. Holy. There's going to be a lot of stopping here, guys, because this is insane. How the hell? I mean, he's obviously doing those volume swells. For if you're watching this, I'm assuming you're a guitar, you love the guitar work, but if you're not, and you just like Jeff and you don't know anything about music, he's using his thumb look, well, it looks like he's using this finger to get the volume, turn it down, and then quickly keep swelling it, turning it up and down, so it's making those from nothing to something. They call them volume swells. Some people call them like whale noises, but it sounds insane. I don't know what that was, but it was cool. This man knows the guitar. Robert Plant's it. Holy bejesus. I instantly know one thing for sure, and I'm not gonna. I shouldn't pause it, but I need to say, I know why he's on the tip of people's tongues when you say the best guitarist of all time, and I am ashamed that I haven't checked him out properly before, because I've just seen about 30 techniques and it's only 3 minutes 20. Like, guys, the techniques he's using is actually mental. And how quickly he's using it, it's innovative, but in such quick succession, like, and he's improvising. Like, obviously he knows loosely where he's going, But this is improvising as well. Dude. I heard that, Mr. Drummer. I heard that. Wow, that was smooth. Great. Listen, the band sounds great as well. Like gel. No, that was actually just, that was wizard. What did I just see, mate? Dude, look at his thumb. Watch his thumbs here. That's what chicken pick. How's he done that as well? Beats me. Dude, just a few techniques. So what did we just see then? We saw, saw one of them. The use of like this, which is cool. So if you can't hear it because I'm on the acoustic, but if you hit a note and you bend off the rod here, look, you can do that, but he's doing it in mad places. Obviously he's using these natural harmonicas, but then he's one thing that was so sick was that ending when he's, first of all, he's playing on the last fret, yeah, like, and I'm telling you guys, as a guitar player, clarity gets worse the further you go up, because look, the frets are skinnier. I know guitar players will know, but I'm talking to people who don't. You see these frets, these squares, they're called frets. You notice how you get to the top, you become more skinny. Because you're not really supposed to be up there, kind of thing. Obviously, you can, and it's... A lot of people don't. But not only that, the clarity becomes more difficult because your hand's in a more crazy position. The clarity he's keeping throughout the whole neck, to me, is what's one of the most impressive things. It's his clarity of the notes. And he was on the last note there, going like... But the way he's getting to it is crazy, because he's not just He's not going, okay, it's time to go here. He's going, you know, in rapid succession, keeping that clarity. That's one thing that impressed me the most. Then that, at the very end, there's this thing that I've been learning. It's because I've been watching a lot of Mark Knopfler, the chicken picking. It's where you hit the same note on a string yet. You're hitting the same string, so you hit it with your thumb, and then you bring it back up with your other finger. You can use whichever one. You need two fingers to use it. And it's like that. You know. You know. But he was like, the speed he did it, he bent the note up and then just did it rapid. Dude. What? That was so sick. I need to read a comment. I'm a 74-year-old guitar player. I can tell you this. Nobody will ever replace this legend. Robert Plant, smiling quietly from the shadows of the room, tells you all you need to know. Yeah, I agree. I completely agree. Somebody put, there will never be anyone to ever play guitar like Jeff. Jeff didn't just play the notes, he played inside the notes with breathtakingly beautiful notes. Some people put in comments that don't really make sense. Or is it just the fact that I can't read? Could be that. One more. I doubt I'll ever see a person more in command of an electric guitar. You know what? I have to be honest here. I've seen loads of guitar players from watching these YouTube videos, and I've had my favourites. But in this circumstance, I will have to say, this is quite broad because I haven't checked everyone else out, but up to now I will probably say that Jeff Beck is the most, when we're talking best. In fact, I did watch Paco de Lucia. He is insane. That's incredible. In fact, yeah, no, we talk. People always say who's the best guitar player, and everyone says Jimi Hendrix and whatnot. I'm not hating on Jimi Hendrix or whatnot, but Jeff Beck, like, I hate it to swear, but he shits on it because Jimi Hendrix was good and he was innovative and whatnot. I'm not taking his flowers away, but we're talking different spectrums. Like what Jeff Beck is, I've just seen from Jeff Beck, is way better than any sort of Hendrix things I've seen. I'm talking objectively now. We all have our personal preferences, but I think people let personal subjective preferences get in the way of objectively speaking. I'm not being funny. What I've just seen from Jeff Beck is better than any guitar player I've seen. And that's going against people who I prefer. Just because I think he's the best, it doesn't mean I prefer. It's not something I would really listen to, I'll be honest. I wouldn't listen to that, really. I'm not a massive fan of jazz and that kind of vibe. But I have to be honest with myself. If I could have someone's skills, Paco de Lucia, I've said, I wouldn't listen to that, but I'd want his skills. And I would happily take him in joint first place or maybe second. Guys, if you haven't seen Paco de Lucia, it's insane. But, again, I prefer David Gilmour. I want to hear his solos are emotional. But it's nothing when it compared to what I've just seen. That was genuinely insane. How have I not bothered to look at stuff like that? It's actually, this is what I'm saying. That's why I love this channel, because I check things out I've never seen before. Like, what else am I missing? A load of people say Gary Moore and whatnot, and Stevie Ray Vaughan. Great guitar players. But it's a limited, like Stevie Ray Vaughan, he's the blues. Great at the blues, but what are you going to... Now give me some of this, give me some of that. I feel like Jeff Beck, he's hitting every technique, every genre. He could do rock and roll, he could do jazz, he could do, you know what I mean? Damn, That was crazy. Sorry for going on, but that was crazy. Guys, if you've enjoyed this video, hit the like button. Tell me what I should check out next. And if you want to request a reaction of your choice, you know what to do, ladies and gentlemen. Link in the description below. Until next time, what do you think? Is he the best?
Blue. Raygo blue. Raygo blue. Yeah. Raygo blue.
Welcome to my Patreon. I thought today we'd react to do some exclusive stuff, you know what I mean, for you little legends only. I want you guys to tell me if this song sucks. If it does, it's gone forever.
Joe's seen something he likes. Call it the old
like it.
squatting up bosh.